E aí galera, tudo tranquilo? Digo aqui, estamos ao vivo, né? Vamos continuar nosso Final Fantasy XVI aí. Final Fantasy, jogo esse que, nossa, comprido pra caramba. Mas é desses jogos que a gente gosta, não é verdade? Quando o jogo é bom, a gente quer que ele se estenda cada vez mais. E aí, como é que vocês estão? Estão bem? Tranquilo? Né? Desculpa o atraso um pouquinho. Meu microfone tinha dado pau aqui, né? Mas já arrumamos aí, né? Vocês estão me ouvindo bem? Tá tudo tranquilo? Deixa eu ver meu retorno de voz aqui pela Twitch. Parece que tá tudo certo. Ok. Deixa eu trazer então o jogo aqui pro meu outro monitor, que é o que eu costumo jogar. Monitor maior, né? E... bom, vamos continuar então. É isso aí, galera. Bom, antes de mais nada, falando então, depois que a gente terminar esse jogo, que não vai ser hoje, provavelmente nem sábado, provavelmente nem terça que vem, e pelo jeito ele é comprido pra caramba, né? Tem muito jogo ainda pela frente, né? Pretendo terminar o Hades, né? A gente vai terminar o Hades. Depois, assim, eu não sei qual jogo vou trazer. Eu tenho alguns jogos que eu tô com ideia de trazer depois dele. Vamos supor, Resident Evil 2 Remake seria um, talvez Dark Souls 3, talvez Final Fantasy 7 Remake, né, pra gente se preparar pro Rebirth, ou algum jogo do Mario, ou Zelda, né? Eu tenho muitas ideias aí. Falando pra vocês também que eu tenho algumas ideias pra trazer de vídeo pro canal do YouTube, né? Vídeo pro canal do YouTube desses que não são provenientes das lives, sabe? É vídeo feito, né, assim, não só de jogatina, mas talvez falando algumas coisas, né? Por exemplo, trazendo alguma lista, por exemplo, assim, um que eu tô com ideia de fazer é trazer 5 músicas que me marcam, né, nos videogames, por exemplo. Eu tenho uma ideia de fazer isso aí. O que vocês acham, né? Bom demais, né? Bom, a gente tá aí com 19 seguidores, né? 19 seguidores na Twitch. Se você me seguir agora, você vai ser o 20º, né? E aí, como a gente gosta de número redondo, né? Me segue aí, me segue aí. Lá no YouTube a gente tá com mais ou menos, eu acho que eu tô com 222 lá, 222 inscritos. Então, se inscreve lá no canal do YouTube, @Dgpaxiel Games, né? E também me segue aqui na Twitch, beleza? Vamos então continuar aqui. Continuar exatamente de onde a gente parou, tá? Vamos lá. Será que hoje a gente derrota o Bahamut, né? Ou talvez o Odin? Ó. Então era essa próxima missão mesmo. Soltando vapor 3. Vá para o mercado do Rincão Setentrional, né? Vamos fazer isso imediatamente. Não tem nenhuma missão secundária aqui? Não tem? Então vamos lá. Também não tem missão secundária no mapa. Ok, a gente tem que vir pra cá então. Tô gostando bastante, viu? Tô gostando bastante. Obviamente, assim, eu vou dar minhas opiniões, assim, com mais detalhes quando a gente terminar, tiver subindo os créditos desse jogo, né? Mas já adianto pra vocês, assim, que tá um jogo magnífico. Vamos lá.
Need to stock up on these.
Ah, tarja.
There you are, Talia.
Taia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Interessante. Eu iria interagir com a Jill desse jeito se caso eu tivesse escolhido ela pra vir pra cá? Vamos ver.
Welcome, welcome.
Melhorador. É aqui que a gente tem que gastar nossa grana.
Choice. You've a keen eye.
Maravilha. Bobina orquestra mecânica me custa 50 mil. E esse alento da terra? Ah, eu não sei. Vamos comprar, vai. Pra gente ter.
Excellent choice.
Nossa, acabei equipando, mas não era isso que eu queria. Eu troco ali. Não sei por qual que eles trocaram. Deixa eu ver se eu tenho item pra... que custa, tipo, que você só vende porque só faz dinheiro só. Aqui, ó. Geleóptero.
Thank you.
Esse
I doubt
também.
you'll get more than that in the capital.
Opa.
That's the best I can do. Come back again.
Obrigado. Muito simpática, moça. Aqui nos equipamentos, ó, ele trocou esse aqui. Mas eu não quero. Eu quero que volte o meu. Não é esse é o que já tá no outro. É esse aqui, né? Da esquiva oportuna. Ó. Esse aqui que o Neto falou que tava utilizando. Não sei se ele já trocou. Mas eu tô pegando esse aqui mesmo da esquiva oportuna, porque é bom. Clive se esquiva automaticamente de ataques, desde que sejam ataques esquiváveis. Né? Mas para lá. Aquele lá falava que ele diminuiu o tempo na esquiva. Não era bem esse. Será que era esse mesmo que eu tinha colocado? Não, é esse aqui, ó. Do foco oportuno, ó. É esse aqui, ó. Não o da esquiva, esse é o do foco oportuno. Agora sim. Vou ter que falar com o verdureiro.
Buy, sell, or be gone.
Pera aí, o que eu tenho que
What
comprar?
do you want?
Esse aqui.
Go on, take it.
Castanhas pépio.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
Aí eu tenho que comprar alho. Cacheiro viajante.
Haven't much, but
Alho.
you're free to look. Keep fighting the good
She died.
fight.
Hopefully Ty is finished too.
Fresh cuts. Come. You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
Vim com as compras.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting.
Vamos lá.
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we?
Claro.
Chat?
Eu tenho todo o tempo do mundo.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
É verdade.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me
Ô,
out
louco,
once.
assim?
For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire.
Ela tá tão na sul.
No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Legal. Então, se eu fosse a Jill, será que o diálogo seria diferente e tal? Nossa. Será que... Assim, teria que jogar mais de uma vez, né, pra saber, né?
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Assim... Eu não tenho muita experiência, né? Foi uma conversa saudável, assim... Mas eu acho que ocorreu um certo flerte aí, né, tal, só que... A questão é que o Clive é da Jill, né? Então... Pelo menos acredito, né? Não sei, não posso dizer 100% pelas pessoas, mas acredito que quem joga esse jogo aqui torce pra que o Clive e a Jill fiquem juntos, né? Ali tem um item. Nossa, se for pegar todos os itens desse campo, hein? Coisa afiada. Ali tem também. Musiquinha boa. Ah, só porque eu falei. Estragaram minha música. Louco.
It's over.
Aê. Ah, subi de nível. Muito bem, Torgoal. Tá, vamos voltar então pro esconderijo. Nossa, tô longe de casa. Longe de casa há mais de uma
Wonder how
semana.
Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Milhas e milhas distante do meu amor. Vamos falar com o Hippocrates. E aí, pessoal, vamos lá.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Ela fala assim, você saiu com meu marido.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Beleza. Mais itens aí que dá pra trocar por grana.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Tá, posso falar com Hippocrates,
How
vamos
good
ver.
it is to see you, Clive. What subject shall we consider
Nada.
today?
A novidade tá aqui, ó. Sussurro do benfeitor. Então é lá que nós vamos.
Ugh, I'm never drinking.
Acho que eu vou poder pegar mais alguma coisa. Se bem que eu acho que o prêmio dessa vez não vai ser tão bom. Acho que a gente pega só um meteorito, se eu não me engano. Um ou mais meteoritos, na real. E aí?
How may I help you today, Clive?
Aqui, drama do portador. É 2 meteoritos.
Here you are.
Próximo 715, medalhão do alto clérigo. É bom, hein? Porque o medalhão do clérigo que a gente pegou, tipo, foi quase bom. Então acho que esse aqui é capaz de a gente utilizar pela primeira vez a gente vai estar trocando, né? Pela primeira vez não, lá no começo do jogo eu andei trocando, mas depois de tanto tempo a gente vai estar trocando nossos amuletos, talvez. Não sei. Morte Lamacenta é A. Ferro-almas é C. E o Rompedor de Mundos. Esse Ferro-almas. O enxame de abelhas cruéis criou uma colmeia perto do vilarejo abandonados nos Campos de Corava. Campos de Corava. Conforme a colmeia aumenta, sua fome também cresce. Os corpos eviscerados de grandes feras já foram avistados nas proximidades. Se continuar assim, os povoados próximos certamente serão reduzidos a nada, além de pilhas de ossos descolorados em apenas 2 semanas, no casebre vazio em Dalméquia. Onde é? Vamos no casebre vazio. Vamos falar então com a Mid. A gente vai derrotar essas abelhas aí. Aí vai mais um pra conta ali. Ali é rank C essas abelhas, né? Facinho deve ser. O problema é aquele rank S lá. Aquele lá só quero ver. E aí?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
O papo de todo ferreiro, né?
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Algum tempo depois. Vamos ver, a gente já tem uma peça pronta já? Ó o esquema aí, hein? Ele tem que ser grande, né? Mas ele é protegido por calcário, né?
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank
Ele sozinho fez esse
Clive,
negócio.
Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
Ixi.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Ah, bom.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Pensei, nossa, ele tá reclamando de ter feito um, né? Agora eu tenho que fazer mais 3. Foi coitado. Vai falar com ela.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Então a gente vai visitar o túmulo do Cid. Fale com Mid, mas agora ela tá lá. Nova carta entrega aos aposentos do Clive. Temos missões secundárias. Tem um bicho que eu quero matar lá no... É, a gente tem bastante coisa pra fazer. Vambora. Deixa eu pensar. Primeiro vamos ver a carta.
He cracked the crystal too.
Tem uma missão aqui nessa carta. 3 cartas. Com isso a gente vai pegar o troféu agora, então. É isso? Deixa eu ver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vamos ver. Confidencial. Eu estava folheando os livros caixa do esconderijo a pedido do Otto e posso ter encontrado algo que talvez chame sua atenção. Talvez. Ou seja, venha imediatamente e você sabe onde eu vou estar. Sim.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Vamos priorizar essa missão, então. As outras cartas são de missões também? Deixa eu ver. São. Então calma lá. Vamos fazer, né? Olha lá, bastante coisa pra fazer. Vamos embora. Peraí, deixa eu coçar o braço aqui. Vamos falar com o
It
Gaut.
told me she was building a ship.
Calma aí, Otto.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
A outra já percebeu.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto. Bit late for that, I would say.
Já descobriu.
There you are! What a surprise! So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan?
Nossa.
Well,
Uma, hein?
who needs paying? Oh, just Martha.
A Marta, dama.
And the Dame.
E a Sharon.
And, well, Lady Karen.
Mas isso é barato.
But only 500 talents. We owe 3 of our most trusted friends
5 milhões,
5
então?
million gil each. 5 million
Então não são 500.
each.
5
They
milhões pra
lent us
cada.
the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and well, I must have made some sort of
São 15 milhões de gils.
oversight. Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to
Ô,
you.
louco. Falou que é um
This is
incompetente.
my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're
Então
going to
vamos
make
ter
this
que
work.
arranjar a grana.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the Dame?
Rocks.
Pedras.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece.
Olha!
A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean.
Então eles tinham uma reserva de grana em forma de pedra. Pedra preciosa.
Qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, asses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies? Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me. Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you.
Sim.
Yes.
Antes do seu do que no meu, né?
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
2 rubis estelares. Cada um vale 1000, não é muito, não. Se eu entendi bem, ele falou que cada pedra dessa valeria 1000, né? Bom, vamos entregar então o rubi estelar a Marta e também a Isabelle.
She was building a ship.
Repouso de Marta. Mas espera lá, é uma taverna. Como que o cara consegue dever 5 milhões de gils numa taverna? Fala comigo.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of
Ah, é
coin
por
for
isso, a
your help with
reconstrução
our
do
rebuilding
esconderijo, é
efforts.
verdade, o outro tinha falado.
Though
Né?
I doubt it's what you were expecting. We were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Rubi estelar. Uma pedra cor-de-rosa.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Isso.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that.
É, se eles fossem inteligentes, eles
Most
venderiam a
days I think
pedra.
he's the only reason the
Então,
hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Ah, eu sou, né? Então não deu certo, ela não aceitou a pedra. Ou ela aceitou? Tá bom. Bom, a outra pedra que a gente tem que entregar é aqui, Rincão Setentrional. Que entrar fica ali.
There's talk that the glass gate flooded.
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again.
Vamos falar com a Isabelle. A dama, né?
What am I gonna do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc? Still.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming.
Não era um presente, na real. Não precisa da
Tell
bola,
Otto
né,
he can
Clive?
keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered.
Ok.
If he's still with us.
Ok, antes da gente terminar, a gente vai tentar matar aquela abelha lá. Diz que ficava aqui no Dalméquia. Deserto Velcroy. Os campos de Corava aqui, ó. Eu acho que vai ser muito melhor se a gente sair daqui, ó. Vai atrás.
Come on.
Passei perto, né? Habilitou ali, ó. Passei tão rápido que não habilitou, ó, a luta, né? Continua. Minhas costas, peraí. Os campos de Corava. Tá. Vaza. Aqui seriam os campos de Corava, então? É. Será que é perto daquele vilarejo ali? Olha, era o mapa que a gente não tinha aberto ainda. Vamos descobrir.
I can walk from here.
Aqui tá abandonado. Será que essa porta abre? Ou não tem absolutamente nada aqui? É, o bicho não tá aqui. Geralmente esses bichos ficam nas pontas dos mapas, né? Oh.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Voe como o vento. Opa. Vamos brigar. Pantera da Tormenta. Olha os caras, nossa, que pintão que o moço tá sentando, ô louco. E aí, Netão, beleza? Tranquilo? Suave na nave, tamo aí. Olha o que eu faço como bicho. Ó. Aqui nos campos de Corava tem um bicho aqui que eu preciso matar, que eu acho que é uma abelha. Eu só não sei onde tá. Você manja? Eu não sei se é uma abelha ou umas abelhas. Tá lá na pontinha de cima. Aqui? Inacessível aqui? Beleza, eu vou lá. Sai, bicho. Ops, tá não? Tá nesse quadradinho do lado direito. Aqui. Ah. Você tá na direção. Então, é aqui, não é? Ou aqui, esse quadradinho. Não, é pra baixo. Esse de cima, entendi. Seria aquilo ali, ó. Eu acho. Abelhas. Ah. Ferrou a alma, está aí. Tem que ser. Vamos lá. Bora lutar. Aê. Todos são ferrou-almas. Ó. Já era? Ha. Ó, grande ameaça. Por quê? Derrote 10 ameaças notórias. Legal. Matemo. Matemo. É. Muito bom. Pera aí. Vou voltar lá no esconderijo. Vamos falar com o Gaut.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Goat. Still alive, I see.
Ah, Charon não
So
matou
Lady
ele.
Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid
louco.
stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Pronto, agora ela taca a pedra na nossa cara.
Wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Vamos lá. Sobrou o pior pra nós. E aí?
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it
Ah,
back.
entendi.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Beleza. Eles fizeram como se fosse uma forma de caridade, né? Nem essa palavra assim, eles fizeram de bom grado,
How'd you
né?
even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby.
Entendi, é
A
1000
canny
talentos.
one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be
Então,
I
1000
already have
talentos.
a buyer in mind.
500 talentos são 5 milhões de gils.
A fine continental maid whose beauty is only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones.
Talento, então, 10.000
Thanks to this
gils.
lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid
Você está
last
demitido.
month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times.
Será que o Gaut já
It was
teve
the only
Covid?
goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Huh. I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died? 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... oh, forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his
Mudou a voz dele?
Gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Ó o Cid, que saudade dele.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
Huh?
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went.
De certa forma ele disse, né, pela carta, né? Mas ele queria que dissesse pessoalmente.
Him or anyone. I'd only have told him to piss off.
Coitado do Otto. Ele perdeu muita coisa, né?
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat were at the helm?
No.
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Essa taça vai ficar no altar de memórias ali. Missão concluída. Ok. O cálice do Cid. Ok. Bom demais. A gente ainda tem que falar com ele, né? Fale com o Otto uma nova esperança. Mas vamos continuar com as cartas ali.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
He cracked the crystal too.
Olha lá. Deixa eu ver. Olha o cálice ali, ó. Aqui. O cálice do Cid. Objeto que saiu ileso do ataque do velho esconderijo. Otto não largava a taça simples de barro para não se esquecer de seu amigo perdido, mas acabou passando-a para Clive, pois sabia que Cid gostaria que o orgulhoso portador de seu legado ficasse com ela. Legal. Essa cesta de frutas aqui. Ah, tá. Lembrei. Bom, esse está pronto. Um mau pressentimento. Clive, tem algo errado com o seu cão. Quando Vossa Senhoria puder, venha me visitar na tenda. Ih, o que aconteceu com o Torgo?
What could be wrong with Torgo? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Será que é por causa do éter? Vamos falar com ela. Fala com o Sharon sobre a carta. Os ossos do ofício. Vamos lá.
Oh, sim. You think something's wrong with Torgo?
So you can read. Congratulations.
Nah.
But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him, which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
Precisa.
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean?
Então vamos falar com ele. Arpócrates.
Orsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
Então levar ele para caçar.
Little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Deixa eu ver. É aqui, né? Bom, filhinho, vamos atrás da caça, tá? Pra você, já que você tem que comer mais. Vamos ver onde que é. Nossa, que pernada, peraí.
Please, teach me how to fight.
Peraí, o que tem aqui? Ah. Eu ganhei uma música. Ok, vamos seguir. Nem vem, hein? O que era aquilo ali que eu vi? Foi um negócio que dava pra interagir aqui.
You deserve a rest.
O que é isso?
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway.
É.
Doesn't seem to be working though.
Ué? Como assim?
Let's go.
Só seguir a estrada e descer para aquele lado.
Faster.
Ó o Minotouro. Vamos derrotar ele? Vai ser legal. Caramba. Vem cá. Esse é mais fraco do que o ranqueado. Olha aí, já deitou já. Nossa, 26.839. Terminamos quase todo a vida dele. Vai onde? Tô batendo em você. Muito mais fraco.
Ready, go?
Mate antílopes, anciões e incrésida. Vamos lá. Eu nem precisou. Ela só vinha a pé. Destino da missão próximo. Esses antílopes são esses bichos? É, antílope ancião, é. Tá bom. Errei. Fêmur de antílope ancião. Mais. Beleza, pegamos alguns alimentos pro nosso cachorrinho. Couro ensanguentado, beleza.
Now. Will it be enough, I wonder?
Ficou feliz. Cachorrinho latido animado.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you?
Comeu rapidão.
A very big puppy.
Será que ele fica maior?
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Ok. Vamos voltar. Vou falar com a Karen. Eu falo Charon, né? É Karen. Só que ela vai ficar triste que os petiscos dela não são mais alimento pra ele, né?
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Aê. 5 fêmurs de antílope ancião.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Ossos do ofício.
Go on, then.
Não tem nada.
Is that all?
Vamos lá.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature.
Então é outro poder.
Describe Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you,
Ele tem icon.
And even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty. And that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Beleza, missão concluída. Então significa que quanto mais que nem a gente vai atrás do Bahamut e também do Odin, quanto mais a gente derrota tal, e quanto mais ele luta ao lado da gente, mais poderoso ele fica. Então eu consegui presa de cavalo, aumenta levemente o ataque de Torgal, beleza. E presa afiada.